Hello everyone, myself Bhumit from collegedunia.com. Today I am at LJ Institute of Management Studies, which is located in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Today we are having with Dr. Siddharth Singh sir. He is a director in the LJ Institute of Management Study. Hello everyone. Hello sir. Welcome to Education Portal College Dunia. Hello.
Thank you so much, Bhumit. It's a pleasure to interact with you.
So sir, starting with the questionnaire session, sir. My first question to you is, how does the curriculum of LJ Institute of Management Studies ensure the best practice of industry?
Okay. Thank you so much, Bhumit, for this opportunity to speak to College Dunia. It's a pleasure. Regarding your question, I want to mention that LJ Institute of Management Studies is under LJ University, and LJ University is run by Lok Jagati Kendra, which is a charitable education trust that started in 1980. For more than 50 years, we have delivered quality higher education at very affordable rates. And that is our unique selling point. That's our USP, that's our strong point. Now, talking about LJ Institute of Management Studies under LJ University, I would want to highlight certain points. Higher education, especially in management, is built around three pillars. First is content, the thing that has been taught. Second is delivery, also known as pedagogy, the way it is taught. And third is evaluation and assessment, the way the thing is evaluated. LJ Institute of Management Studies intends to bring radical reforms and a lot of innovations in these three dimensions. First of all, we want cutting edge content. We have introduced cutting edge content in our syllabus. At conventional universities, the syllabus is altered every 3 years. We intend to do it every year. In fact, this time when we have designed the syllabus for our MBA program under LJ University, we have talked to several industry experts. We have taken their inputs. We have designed curriculum as per industry requirements. Many things that were just plain theoretical but had no utility, they were done away with. Second, I would still mention that content at many places would be similar. I mean, content across different B schools might be similar, but the real innovation that happens comes in terms of teaching, that is delivery and evaluation. We want to change this entire learning process to student-oriented learning. We want something as self-learning to come into this. So I will quickly give you some examples. We have introduced a pedagogy which is known as, hackathons. What are hackathons? Hackathons are, brief events built around certain days where a company comes, discusses their practical problem. It could be in the area of marketing, finance or HR, and students are converted into groups. Again, these groups are heterogeneous. That means they could be in a particular group of, let us say, 4. There could be someone who is oriented towards marketing, other could be oriented towards finance, someone could be oriented towards HR, a fourth guy could be oriented towards IT. So this heterogeneous groups comes together and tries to solve this problem. And a timeline of 7 days is given, couple of hours each day are given, allocated to it. At the end, a presentation is to be made to the company. So what happens is that these hackathons are very, very new. Most B schools, for it, this is an unheard concept. It's only happens certain top B schools in India and across the world. It's a very popular concept in engineering colleges. It's very, very new in the management fraternity. And the best thing is that evaluation happens by the corporate world. So hackathon is not an extracurricular event or a co-curricular event for our students. It is a part of mainstream syllabus. In each and every subject, we have introduced hackathons, and evaluation is done by the corporate world. Just imagine if a student goes through, say, 5 to 10 hackathons across 2 years of the MBA program. He would have solved numerous managerial problems. He would have talked to several people in the corporate world. He would become industry ready. He would be industry ready. Second, I would also want to mention one very important thing is that the focus of our institute is towards certain graduate attributes and certain graduate values. That is what we're focusing on. What are we looking at? We expect our graduate to be fantastic in the basis of certain attributes and certain values. When we talk of attributes, we want him to be practical, we want him to be rational, we want him to be critical, we want him to be analytical, we want him to be lateral, have out-of-the-box thinking. In terms of values, we want him to be understanding, empathetic towards people, able to work in teams. There has to be certain empathy towards society, societal awareness. There has to be a moral fabric to his behavior. He should be sensitive towards the requirements of society. So we are looking at two kind of things in our graduates: fantastic attributes and great human values. So that's the output that we are looking at and working towards it.
Very nicely explained about your institute curriculum, sir. So on that note, my next question to you is, what do you think should be the institute's top priority over the next 10 years?
Okay, that's a very interesting question, Bhumit, and it is something that excites me also, and I also approach it with an element of being scared too. But as far as I'm scared, more than scared, probably I'm excited because I would want to tell the audience that here we are looking at a brave new world. We are looking at a fantastic future. I mean, look at all the changes that are happening all around us. 3D printing is changing the norms in engineering. It threatens to disrupt the way the engineering world operates. Electric cars are going to make the role of OPEC redundant. So fossil fuel driven cars are going to become a part of history. Broadband and internet is going to change the face of education. Analytics, artificial intelligence, deep learning is going to change IT, business, our own world, and even everything into management. Today we are looking at a brave new world where the paradigms are constantly changing. A lot of things are going to become obsolete. A lot of new things are going to come up. 3D printing might revolutionize engineering. Okay, automation, artificial intelligence, deep learning might replace several business practices. From a focus on fossil fuel, we might move towards electric cars, electronic gadgets. The world is constantly moving towards renewables and renewable energy. So there's going to be a whole new world order that is in front of us. And that is a huge opportunity for all us teachers. I believe one of the greatest responsibilities of LG Institute of Management Studies and LG University is to make our student future ready, to make our management graduate future ready. Because the kind of jobs, the kind of careers that are going to happen in the future, okay, none of the syllabus at most of the B schools across the world are not ready. The kind of radical change that's going to happen, okay, students are just not ready. And I believe that it's a very big opportunity and it's going to be a very, very fulfilling task to ensure that the students who come to us, we make them future ready. We tell them what artificial intelligence, deep learning, analytics, 3D printing is going to do to the world. What are newer technologies going to do to the world? Okay, how are renewables going to change the world? What are new kind of business opportunities that are going to come? In fact, as we look at let us say the outburst or the repercussions of COVID-19 pandemic, the pandemic will go away, but it leads to a new world order. Top IT companies across the world for the next 5 years, 10 years have got a mandate that everyone is going to work from home. Work from home is going to be a new world order, and managerial graduates tomorrow might be managing their teams virtually. I have observed a lot of top companies have got CEOs, have got senior HR professionals with the profile of work from home. Okay, they are going to handle teams virtually. So this is a big challenge and also big opportunity to learn. So these new technologies, these new trends that are going to change the face of future, are going to lead to a new paradigm shift. This is what we are working on, and we want to make all our graduates, the graduates of LG University and LG Institute of Management Studies, future ready, so that they're aware of the kind of change is going to come. And I tell all my students that a storm is coming, but we are the storm. Thank you so much.
Very well said, sir. So, sir, jumping to the last question. What do you see as LG Institute of Management Studies' greatest strength?
Okay, now that Bhumit is a very interesting question. Though if you ask me about strengths, so I feel the need to mention that I worked with LG Institute of Management Studies since the last 20 years. So I joined over here as a lecturer, and today I'm the director of the MBA program. So yes, I did see many things closely. I saw a lot of transitions. I saw several upheavals. I saw several opportunities. I grew as the business world grew, and probably if I have to pinpoint on couple of strengths. So I would definitely say that there are certain strengths that has made us one of the largest MBA programs in numbers across the western part of India. Today, I take pride in mentioning that we have more than 900 students in the first year, and we enjoy more than 90% placement. We enjoy fantastic support from the corporate world. We have got a fantastic alumni association, and we are networked with most of our alumni, and we constantly invite our alumni to speak to our students. So in a part of whether it is framing of syllabus, delivering the syllabus, evaluation, all of our alumni are involved. Whether it comes to internships, projects, hackathons, final placement, our entire alumni is involved. So that is also an important strength for us, and I would always want to mention that my greatest strength is my student. My greatest strength is my pass out student too, because we as teachers, as an institution, have no identity. So our identity comes from our students. So the first thing I want to say that my student is my strength, and that is what I'm proud of. Having said that, across years, I would also want to mention that I would want to pinpoint that our adaptability with the environment also happens to be a very important strength. And this adaptability has happened on the basis of certain values, certain core values that we have adhered to. Our core values is that of transparency, honesty, and student orientedness. These have been our core values from the start. That is the core value in which Alger University, Alger Group of Institutions, and Alger Institute of Management Studies has dwelt upon. But as the times have changed, so 20 years back when internet was just a very small phenomenon, at that time too we were doing very, very well. And today, as the world changes and there's a new world order coming in, newer technologies, newer opportunities, newer worlds, and at a time when Elon Musk intends to inhabit Mars and make Mars as the new world and a new world order, we have kept our core values, our core value system. But at the same time, we have opened ourselves to newer skills, to newer challenges. We have made our student more industry ready, given the ability for him to forecast, and foresee new circumstances, new challenges. We have taught our student how to think, and this is also a very important thing. We keep on telling our students that the real strength doesn't lie in probably answering questions, but lies in raising the right kind of questions. We have taught our student how to think. In this world which is full of so much confusion, newer trends, and so much noise, we try to teach our student to think soundly, come up with the right questions, and ultimately the right answers. So value-based adaptability with this ever-changing world is something Mohit had mentioned is our unique strength. And for the next 100 years, this is what Alger University wants to do. We want to continue with our values and at the same time take up new challenges and make our student more ready to make this world a better place. The last point I want to mention is I don't want my student to not only be successful in his professional career, but I want him or her to become a better global citizen, more aware towards society, to make this world more living. As a postgraduate, probably the student intellectually is at a higher level in the social hierarchy of this world. So can he or she make this world better? That is the least I would expect, from my student. Thank you so much.
Very well said, sir. So, sir, thank you so much for giving such informative information about your institute, sir. Thank you, sir, for being a part of College Dunia, sir. Thank you.
Okay.